Travel Tip Tuesday! Hey guys, it's another Travel Tip Tuesday. And today we're talking about cheap places to stay overnight. So if you're doing a big trip and you got back-to-back travel days, you need a place to stay. Staying at like a KOA or something seems really silly to spend $50 when you're going to be there for like 12 hours and then leave. So there's a bunch of places you can stay for free if you don't know about them. So the one we're at right now is a Harvest Host. So Harvest Host is an app that you pay a yearly membership for, and you get to stay at a bunch of places like farms, museums, breweries, wineries, places like that for free. And then basically they just ask you to patron their business. So we're at an elderberry farm right now. We're getting some elderberry tea and some other elderberry products, which is cool. But we got to stay here for the night for free, and then we're moving on. So there's Harvest Host. There's another one called Hip Camp you can use. I know with Hip Camp, the host that is hosting you gets a little bit of cash when you stay at their place. So they get a little bit of that membership fee that you pay for Hip Camp. And then there's Boondockers Welcome, which was recently acquired by Harvest Host. So they offer more like people's houses and farmland and stuff to stay on. So you got Harvest Host, Hip Camp, and Boondockers Welcome. Those are 3 apps you can get. But there's also a ton of things like BLM Land. You can stay at Walmart's, Cabela's, Bass Pro Shop, and one of our favorites, Cracker Barrel. So you can stay at a Cracker Barrel overnight. Now, a lot of those places are getting concerned, I think would be the right word, with people leaving trash, overstaying their welcome. It's supposed to only be overnight in a parking lot like that. And so people are kind of abusing that policy. And so some of those businesses have been talking about shutting down those services and not letting people stay. So if you're going to stay in a place like that, please keep it clean. You know, they're letting you stay for free and offering you a great service. So don't ruin it for the rest of us. So, but yeah, you can stay at a bunch of different businesses like that. You can also stay in rest stops, although rest stops, a lot of people get angry about because they're supposed to be for truckers. And so if you're doing your slide out on your camper or your RV and kind of blocking the lanes or making the lanes real tight, people kind of get upset about that. So we've never stayed at a rest stop. I don't know if we'll ever stay at a rest stop. Probably to me, a better thing to do would be to find some BLM land. So the Bureau of Land Management is a federal department for the U.S. government that has a ton of federal land that you can stay on for free. So you can find those on sites like Campendium, and you can actually go to the BLM website to find forestry land and other types of land that they control that you can stay on for free. We stayed at a number of those around the Grand Canyon and out in Utah and Wyoming and stuff like that. So it's a little bit harder to find BLM land on the East Coast where, it's a little bit more populated. And but out west in Midwest, you can find a lot of land for free to stay on, where you can stay for 3 to 14 nights. I've seen a lot of places that are 14-night, a lot of places that are 3-night maximum stays. But again, don't abuse those lands. Clean up, because we've seen some mess. So every BLM land that we've stayed on, we always clean up around our campsite and take other people's trash with us, just to not ruin it for the rest of us, So so that's your Travel Tip Tuesday. Just a couple places that you can stay for free. I'm sure we'll do a longer video on this in the future. We have some other Harvest Host videos we'll link down below. And there's probably one up here, I think up here, or maybe up there, that we'll have linked in the video for you. So stay cheap when you're traveling at all these fantastic locations, guys. All right, we got to go. Thanks. Travel Tip Tuesday!